Sims, and we are back with more Hatoful Boyfriend in the... whatever the BBL ending is? Hold on, let me see what it's called. I'm not sure what it's called. Whatever. It's the other ending where we're investigating and now Spacey's dead and we're, Yeah, it's the BBL, which is technically the bad boy's love. Anyway. Let me tell you something. I thought I was gonna have to do all of this all over again. I saved the game, like, here, right? And then, like, I go to load it, and every time I load it, it was just Sequoia. This box wasn't here, nothing. You couldn't click. I couldn't, like, click the thing to load, so I had to close the game. Open it again. Okay. I had to, like, crash the game. Like, I tried, like, 4 times. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I loaded another save, and it worked perfectly fine. So then I load this one. It finally opened. I was like, if I have to skip through all this shit again, I'm gonna be so mad because I saved. Like, oh my god. Anyway, so here we are. I suppose we've finished the first stage of the investigation now. Yeah, well, we got a better idea of the situation, I guess. The doctor's working in the lab, and the gray dome covers the entire school, but for one small hatch, and we can use the maintenance office as a base. Mr. One did say... Indeed. He suggested we visit the headmaster's office. Yeah, it's on the first floor. Let's go. If I were the headmaster, I'd want to be on the 5th floor with the best fucking view. Headmaster, sir? Are you within? We demand entry. Rude even to the headmaster. I wonder if the doctor is the only person in the entire school he actually respects. No reply. Let's go in. Wait, Sequoia, that's... It's not breaking and entering if you didn't break anything. It's locked? Bah! Where is that old geezer? Maybe he's pretending to be out so we'll go away. Indeed. He never was the type to walk about the campus. He's probably not actually in his office. Or perhaps he's locked the door from the inside and plans to stay inside until the siege lets up. Should we wait around? We have no time for such frivolities. We shall enter this room if it means reducing the door to a miserable pile of splinters. It's the headmaster's door. I don't think it'll be easy to break down. Huh. You speak the truth. Let us ask Nanaki if there isn't a key to open it from the outside. Yeah, well, we can head back to the... What is it, Kawara? I thought I heard something. I hear nothing. Perhaps you're imagining things. Like something being dragged across the floor. Listen, there it is again. Behind. Sounds like someone creaky walking. Like, that isn't scary. The fuck? What did I say? What did I fucking say earlier in the goddamn game? We wee around like a fucking wheelie robot. Does this thing have fucking wheels? Because this is Spacey. So she maybe was human once, and then somebody murdered her on the second day of school, and we a robot now? And this is us? I'm just saying, because how the hell does it make sense that we were murdered on the second day of school, but yet we've gone to school? But we didn't go on the second day. Right? It was like, oh, okay, all of a sudden it's, remember, because Mr. What's-his-face was like, oh, you have to choose your club tomorrow. And that was the day we weren't there. And then all of a sudden when we played, it was like first day of school. And then it was like, oh, now it's time to choose a club, right? We, because we skip every few days, months, like whatever. But that explains why we didn't have the second day of school, because we weren't there because somebody killed us. And then our brain is in this? You gotta be fucking shitting me. This game is so fucked up. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Suddenly behind us stood a gigantic scarecrow-like creature with a rough burlap sack for a head. I mean, it's human-shaped. I'm just saying. Second class. What? Oh, wait. What? The Scarecrow Man draws closer, dragging its long, ungangling metallic arm behind it. Sequoia, watch out! Or not, because it's trying to kill us. I don't really know. Its arm slices through the air, smashing the window into tiny shards, which scatter across the hallway floor. Or it's a crazy psycho robot thing, and then they defeat it, and they're like, let's put Spacey's brain in it. You know, because otherwise she dead. I mean, I'm just somehow thinking that, because we can't actually be dead on the second day of class and have memories of until January. It's a whole time, right? We don't know what it is, but apparently it isn't friendly. And Sequoia, we have to run. I am well aware. Fly, motherfuckers! This game is great. Did we lose it? I think so. Luckily, it moved so slowly. What was it? Surely no one could devise a prank so bizarre as that. It looked like a biped. It was humanoid, but I don't think it was a human. It was a Simbot. What? I've never heard of a human made of metal and burlap. A murder. Oh, a murder. And the dome. And now this. I know not who's behind these trickeries, but they may have a death wish to mock me so. For now, we have to get back to the lab. We need to warn Mr. Nanaki. And that's where he cooks up the brilliant idea to put Spacey's brain in the robot. That's all I'm saying. Oh, welcome back, Kawara. Shirogane. Would you like some tea? Is this really the time? We cannot afford to relax now, Professor. So I take it something happened. The headmaster. He must have been hiding from the Scarecrow. It smashed the window. Calm yourself, Kawara. You become incoherent. Sorry. Well, you were attacked by a gigantic creature outside the headmaster's office. It was a bizarre thing, like a scarecrow in appearance. A scarecrow? Yeah, like the ones humans used to make. It attacked us, and we ran back here. It was slow, but its arm was heavy and dangerous. Are the other students still in the gymnasium? Probably not all of them. If there's something dangerous in here, we should probably tell everybody to stay together in the gym. Yeah. The plot thickens indeed. Not only are we trapped under this confounded dome, but now it seems we must contend with this monstrous new guest. I wonder what that Scarecrow Man's connection to all this is. A Scarecrow Man, you say? Doctor? Fascinating. I've never cut into one of those. I'd love to get my hands on it. Have you finished the autopsy, Doctor? Yes, for now. I was awake here the whole time. Don't worry. Thank you, Mr. Nanaki. You two may as well have a right to know what I've found, given your efforts toward the investigation. I shall try to state simply and briefly what I've learned from the lumps of meat which once were Miss Tosaka. Control yourself, Kawara. Falling out amongst ourselves would only do us harm. I know. Anyway, we lack the tools for a proper examination, but the cause of death was asphyxiation. There are no signs of any strangulation or smothering, so she was either poisoned or sick. She was dismembered after her death then, Doctor. It would appear so. There's little evidence of bleeding, so we may assume that she was cut up some time after death. So, like, the times that they kill me, but 2 days into class, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if they smother me or poison me. Spacey was one of the healthiest people I know. She couldn't have become that sick that quickly. Meaning someone poisoned her. Why? For the sake of the grotesque, or to make her easier to carry, or for some other reason. Disgusting either way. I suppose I should also tell you the estimated time of death. Obviously, I cannot be completely certain, but I believe that Miss Tosaka died yesterday, after school. In the evening, then? Precisely. And she was found this morning.
other words, unless she was seen yesterday afternoon, she may have been here all along. Kawara, our house is near yours, was it not? Did you see her yesterday? After school? No, I didn't. Now, my mother asked me to run some errands, so I went straight home yesterday. That's right. I went home alone. It's too late to regret it now, but maybe if I just asked her to walk home with me... I see. Perhaps we should ask any other students with whom she was close. You're going out again. Be careful. It sounds like wandering around the school could be dangerous. And don't worry, we can outrun the scarecrow if it shows up again. Incidentally, I went home early yesterday, too. I left as soon as class ended. So I only know what Ryota has told me. I wish I had more useful information, but... I was in the infirmary right up until I returned home as usual. I know nothing of what happened to the rest of the school, sadly. So neither Mr. Nanaki nor Dr. Iwamine saw Spacey yesterday afternoon. Oh, right! Can we ask a favor of you, Mr. Nanaki? A favor? The headmaster's office is locked. We think he might be hiding in there. If there's a spare key to his door, can we use it? A spare key? Yes, and there should be one in the faculty room. I'll ask the vice principal for you. And thank you, sir. We'll be back soon. And be careful out there. You too, sir. What you doing? You're very snuggly today. Kawara is a strange boy. I wonder why he lied about going straight home.
He doesn't remember. Oh?
I won't be able to talk to the headmaster until we have that key. Let us work on the murder case until then. Right. Well, we should ask everybody where they were yesterday. And the doctor said he was in the infirmary until he went home. I wonder if we can trust him. And do not bias yourself with baseless suspicions, Kawara. Yeah, I know. I think maybe you trust him a little too easily, Sakuya. He is a world authority, but that doesn't make him honest. You know nothing of what that means. The head of the LaBelle family, my father, was once crippled with chronic illness. He was cured by medicines developed by Dr. Iwamine. He makes medicine? And save the sleep talk for your dreams. Have you no idea what contributions he's made to the medical world? I didn't know. I thought he was some kind of mad scientist cooking up nothing but death and all around woe. I mean, he kinda is. You've become biased by the foolish rumors of the peasantry. Reconsider yourself. In any case, the LaBelle family is indebted to him. A noble bird will never treat a benefactor with disrespect. So that's why he's so polite to the doctor. Doesn't that make him biased as well, though? Anyway, let's go. Very well.
Go to... Let's go to the maintenance office, because he said we could stop there and make notes and shit. So I feel like we should go there. Mr. One? You two again! Come in! How goes the investigation? Well, I hope. We went to the headmaster's office as you requested. It was locked, however. Yeah, we got attacked by this weird thing out there. I'm glad you're okay. The office isn't that far from... Was that thing a muddy scarecrow-like man, perhaps? Yuya! So you've seen it, too? Just now, yeah. On the second floor. I caught a glimpse of it from behind at the other end of the corridor and didn't stick around to let it see me. So alas, I was not blessed with the look at its pretty face. A coward. Hey, we ran away as soon as we saw it, too. Anyway, it sounds like it's wandering around the building. Maybe it would be better for you to leave, Mr. Hone. Don't worry for me, young one. My duties prevent me from leaving this room. You two aren't planning to call off your investigation because of a bad guy or two, either. Well, yeah, that's true. Huh, already stuck on the run of unacceptable middle age. Don't come crying us if you get hurt. Unadaptable middle age. I've come within touching distance of death in the past. I'll be fine. I wonder what kind of death comes that close to a maintenance worker. Secret agent maintenance worker. Secret agent cockatiel. Secret agent cockatiel. And then again, knowing the school, there'll be all kinds of evil going on behind the scenes. Oh well then, what are you standing around for? I believe orders were given for everyone to gather in the gymnasium to avoid the scarecrow. The same goes for you. Why aren't you headed over there?
can't just sit around.
Indeed.
Same here. Hence walking around the school. On that note, I'd better go to the lab. Professor Nanaki wanted me there.
What for?
Something you asked him to do. Oh. He wants you to help him keep an eye on Dr. Iwamine.
Most likely, yes. The doctor and Spacey, that is. Anyway, you two go on with your investigation. I'll be watching over, so don't worry.
Right.
We're investigating pigeons. This is like fucking pigeon attorney right here. Except we're not actually in a courtroom, but...
Oh, wait!
Yeah?
According to the autopsy, Tosaka died after school yesterday. Did you see her during that time?
Yesterday evening, huh? What did the doctor say?
And just that he'd been in the infirmary all day.
I was there, too. We were inspecting and cleaning all day, so I can verify the doctor's alibi. That sounds shady. What did the doctor say? He was in the infirmary. Yeah, I was with him. I told you not to doubt him without evidence, Kawara. That sounds shady as fuck.
Right. At this point, the prime suspect is that scarecrow anyway.
That's everything.
Well, adieu. We should head out too. But first let's write down what we found. Alright, let's go.
That's why you go back when you have the choice.
Students in the gymnasium have grown somewhat restless since the evacuation. They shut up with no explanation, and now there's a suspicious individual wandering the campus. I guess even doves lose their cool eventually. Son, where are you?
Oko-san is right here, alive and well. So far. Where did you and Sakuya go? Leaving Oko-san behind and going outside is not fair.
You'd just confuse the issue if we brought you along.
We came back because we had a question for you.
Come at me, whippersnapper.
That's not what You usually practice on the ground after school, right?
Of course. It was Oko-san's duty as track captain.
Did you see Spacey while you were out there yesterday?
No, Oko-san did not see her then. Or as he was going home.
Can we really be sure that he would have noticed her, even if she had been there while he was running?
A good point.
Do not look down on Oko-san's visual memory. If you had asked Oko-san about the blood-stained interloper he saw, then he would have had something to say.
Wait, son, what did you just say?
Do not look down on Oko-san's visual memory.
After that imbecile?
If you had asked Oko-san about the blood-stained interloper he saw, then he would have had something to say. Oko-san saw the interloper go into the infirmary.
So, Angel?
The infirmary? Could that have been Spacey? She wouldn't have been stained with blood until after she died. And she was a bit hyper, but I don't think she'd still be walking around at that point.
It was not Spacey. It was a bird unknown to Oko-san.
So, someone covered in blood was going to the infirmary after school? Who went? Whoever he is, he's our prime suspect now. And thanks for telling us, son.
At least we found something. Even if it raises more questions than it answers.
Yeah. Some bird whose son doesn't know. Could it have been someone from outside the school? It's past noon already. Let us hurry onwards.
It seems like it's the middle of the night, but that's because there's a dome around and we got no sun.
And so we walked about the school, searching for clues for Spacey and the mysterious blood-stained stranger. We were lucky enough to avoid encountering the scarecrow. We didn't find any information either. Where to now? Oh, that's me. Where to now? Nanaki has probably gotten the key for us by now. Let us return to the lab. Okay. Huh. What is it? Did you say something just now?
I did not. Could it be that confounded scarecrow again?
No, it's not him. I thought I heard somebody say something.
Bah! Don't scare me like that.
Although, we've been walking around half the day.
It's hardly surprising that your mind should be playing tricks on you.
This is... a library. What if there's somebody in here? And they might not have heard the alarm.
I was wondering what it was a ... I'm like, it's either Angel or, like, it could be Nageki, because he's like, all of a sudden, did you hear something? One of the ghosts is trying to talk to you.
Oh, let's check. Very well. Far removed from the emergency throughout the rest of the school, the library is the same as always. empty. It's a little gloomier than usual. I guess there's no one here. Pull yourself together, Kawara. I have no use for subordinates who lose hold of their sanity. So when am I your subordinate? Sorry, Sakuya. Let's head back to the lab. Something bad happened. I should have known what would happen after this. If it hadn't been for me, none of it would have happened at all. What was I trying to do here? What did I see? Why can't I remember? I can't hear. What are you saying? You're fading away. It's too far. Miss Tosaka.
So our ghost is in the library too, huh?
Mr. Nanaki. Welcome back. Have you found anything interesting? Yet another suspicious individual. Though we should speak with the headmaster first. Have you gotten the key? Yes, I have. Right here. Thank you, sir. Well, let's have a look, shall we?
That's right, because we're leaving you here.
The doctor and I will be here. Be careful. Adieu. Clear left. Clear right. Good. It doesn't look like the scarecrow is here. That's good. If I had to fly away from something like that, I might panic and hit the ceiling. Oh, right. Quail's reflexes when startled is to fly straight up. We should hear it dragging its arm when it moves, so we'll have plenty of time to get away. Let's go in. Right. Let's see. And the headmaster gathered us all in the gym without any real explanation. How many of our questions will he be able to answer? Excuse us.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god. I love how these are all just random things. This is like a duck head. It's funny as shit.
Maybe he's not here. That or hiding. And there's somebody at the desk. He's sitting with his back to us, but his feathers are the unmistakable green of a Nicobar.
Speak to us, headmaster. Have you gone deaf? Oh god, he's dead. He's got his back to you in a chair and you spin it around. He's gonna be dead.
Sequoia, be polite. Japan is the country of courtesy, after all. It is his fault. Oh, is it his fault or mine that we had to come here? Headmaster, will you... Sakuya?
He's dead.
The thing here is no longer the headmaster. His half-closed eyes are dull and cloudy, and the skin showing beneath his feathers is pallid.
What madness!
Him too?
He was in a locked office. What was that? I don't know what that... I didn't see anything written on it, so... Poisoning. Only a few hours ago. I believe he was already dead when the announcement was broadcasted this morning, though.
I checked his broadcasting equipment, and it looks like they put the video together from last year's disaster drill footage. Meaning, somebody killed the headmaster and gathered everyone else in the gym. Why would anyone... And there's no explanation but mere obscene delight in the grotesque. I think we may all be vastly underestimating the magnitude of whatever's going on. It might be better if we kept this to ourselves for now.
I concur. Until we have a proper grasp of the situation, telling the others would only cause unnecessary panic.
Or Spacey, now the headmaster, both poisoned. Or were they killed by the same person? More rationally, they must have had a reason for killing him and fabricating the broadcast. And this must be connected to the quarantine. And since we're finally here, let us search for some clues, Kohara. Right. Easier said than done. Every shelf in his office is piled high with documents and papers. Where do we even start? Incompetent feral. Examine each piece one at a time, looking for anything about emergency procedures, plans of the school. Got it. PTA records. That's not it. Demographics for dummies. Nope. Transfer students. Oh wait, next to that is the human representative. And that must mean Spacey. And the data's from 2 years ago, right before she enrolled. It's not really related to today's incident, but it might have something useful.
Was it supposed to have something there? Because it... I don't know.
And there doesn't appear to be anything about converting the school into a shelter. Anything this large scale would have had to leave some sort of paper trail were it official. Hang on, Sakuya. I want to hear reading, Kohara. The human representative. It's locked, even though none of the others are. A minor representative is no more important than a transfer student or the like.
A minority, sorry.
And there's no need to have it sealed up like a crime record. I wonder what's written in here. We can't exactly ask the headmaster to open it for us. I don't suppose the key is in here somewhere. Maybe we should ask Mr. One for help. And do you intend to break it open?
Yeah, it'll be faster than looking around for the key. And...
that. I was wondering about it as well. And that thing on his desk, some sort of control panel. Whatever it is, it's suspicious. I believe it's a control panel for some machine, yes. And spread out next to it is... the dome. Maybe this controls the dome. Or the hatch we saw earlier. One did postulate that it would be in here. Unlocked, of course. I doubt we'll find it easy to break that one.
Yeah. All the same, we had to have some actual help of getting out of here now. We have some actual hope of getting out of here now. Sorry.
Even just that is comforting. Let's go talk to Mr. One. I think we've exhausted the possibilities of this room for the time being. Let's go.
Fucking dog. This shit's intense.
Mr. Kohara.
Yes, sir.
I see you have yet to lose your open distrust of me.
Well, 2 people have been poisoned. And we have evidence that the perpetrator went into the infirmary. It's sort of hard not to doubt you a little, sir. Not too hard for Sakuya, though.
How honest of you. Did you find it yet? The thing you forgot about?
The thing I forgot about? You must be talking about what he said earlier. No? I'm not convinced you're not just trying to mess with me. Are you sure you're not trying to keep me from finding something you thought nobody knew about?
How cruel, Mr. Kohara. Your boundless suspicion wounds me.
He doesn't look wounded at all. More like amused.
I have no reason to regret your solving this mystery, Mr. Kohara. Let me give you another hint. There are no riddles here. If you want to find the truth, you need only keep going. You need not use your brain at all.
What are you talking about? No riddles? Wait, not that. You mean to say that you know the truth already?
Well, who knows?
If you do, tell me!
I told you. You need only keep going. Everything here is a plot that was laid out just for you, after all.
Just for me?
How long must you babble, Kohara? Come!
Sorry. I take it this is a challenge, Doctor?
You may take it that way if you wish so.
Or you so wish. I swear I will find the truth. And if I find that you killed Spacey...
Oh, I do look forward to seeing what sort of answer you find.
I don't know how long this fucking ending is. Jeez.
Mr. One!
Oh god, is he dead too?
You two again! What is it? We explained to Mr. One what we found in the headmaster's office.
Choose through this B because it's literally just a piece of paper.
As the plot thickens, I see. We think this file may be connected to the mystery. Can you unlock it? Or break it? Let me see. This will be rather troublesome. It's just a lock, right? Of course, think it will result in spontaneous combustion. What? Why would they put something like that on a bunch of ordinary documents? Perhaps because these documents are not ordinary. All the same, I've dealt with similar things in the past. It'll take time, but I believe I can open it. So defusing bombs falls under maintenance operations? Do not forget, I'm not just a maintenance worker. I'm a bright and massive maintenance worker. What does that have to do with anything? So, maintenance work in Japan requires a number of skills. I am impressed. I think Mr. One is the only... Oh, right. Can we ask you one more thing? You may. We found a control panel that looks like it's for the dome as well. But it's locked. It seems to require a password. A password? Ask Mr. Sakazaki for help. Yuya? He is the master of unauthorized access. So that wretched mongrel has lowered himself to crime. I never knew we could... Sakuya, just let it go. All we need is help here. I shall take care of this folder that... I can't say for sure, but... It should be done by the time you and Mr. Sakazaki get back. Alright, thanks. We should probably write all this down since we're here.
I hope we're not gonna have to choose, like, who we think is the murderer and shit, because I don't fucking know.
Where's Yuya right now? Either the lab or possibly gallivanting around like a nincompoop.
Nincompoop, lovely.
That'd be a lot easier if we could use our phones. But we can't.
Off to the lab. I mean, when we get choices, it's like, okay, we go to the maintenance room and then we go automatic. So we're doing all the things, so it's not like, I mean, this is like giving you the illusion that you have a choice. You really don't. You just have a choice of what you do first versus second. You know what I mean? But anyway.
Here we are. I wonder if he's still in there. As we turn the corner...
Robot?
And the Scarecrow man blocks our path. Of all the... Sequoia, run! Don't order me around, feral!
Like you hear the fluttering of wings as they fly away.
Oh, we lost it. Right? Oh. Shoot. Sequoia and I must have run in different directions. I hope he's okay. Of all the times to run into that thing again. If he's lying in wait for us like that, we can't rely on the noise of his arm to find it. And the dome makes the building dark, so it's hard to see. I'd better be careful. Where is it now? I want to head straight to the lab, but... Did I just hear something? Oh, what are you doing in here alone? Did you see the wall outside? There's been an emergency and everybody's supposed to gather in the gym. You should... You're... Kawara Ryota. He knows my name? Have I met him somewhere before? Yeah, have we met before? The unfamiliar mourning dove shakes his head. And this is the first time we've spoken. And then, why do you know my name? She told me. Miss Tosaka. Spacey? Oh, right. Didn't she say she made friends with a freshman who's in the library all the time?
On the first day of school. This is the second day of school.
Can I ask your name? Fujishiro Nigeki. You were friends with Spacey then. Did you maybe see her after school yesterday? Was she acting strange at all, or... Oh, shoot. He didn't hear the emergency broadcast, so he probably doesn't know what happened to her either.
She's...
Don't worry about it. You don't have to explain again.
Huh?
I already know. Oh, she washed up here and spoke to me. Oh, which can only mean one thing. She's dead.
He doesn't exactly make things easy to understand.
Almost as if he's talking to himself. He doesn't care whether or not his
interlocutor
knows what he means.
She washed up here.
Do you mean yesterday? If you know anything about what happened to her last night, please tell me. I do not. Miss Tosaka did not come to the library after school yesterday. So she didn't come here either. Thanks. I need to hurry back to the chemistry lab. And you should probably get out of here too. And there's a suspicious individual in the building. It was not yesterday that Miss Tosaka came here. It was just now.
What?
He's gone. The morning devil just spoke to me. He's disappeared. Did he go to the gym? I hope so. I don't really want to consider the possibility, but maybe Sequoia's right. Maybe I am going crazy. I have to last long enough to find the killer. Hey, you're late, Kaora. Blasted feral dubs. Sequoia, you're safe.
He's like, oh, you're safe. He was pretty worried about you, Ryota. He couldn't sit still the entire time you were gone.
Silence, mongrel. Thanks. Sorry for worrying you, Sequoia.
It hurts doing Ryota's voice. Can we just... Okay, it's like, I'm having fun with this, but I almost want it to end because the voices are hurting me. Anyway, Sequoia filled me in on your adventures. You want me to hack into the headmaster's computer?
Can you do it?
Naturally. Just leave it to me.
Come on,
let's go.
Oh, welcome back, Kaora. Sir, about this control panel. What about it? Can't you tell? It must be the controls for that dome. Right. I suppose it could be. It's locked, though. We were going to have Yuya get into it for us, but... that's illegal, you know.
That doesn't matter. Don't you comprehend our situation?
I never said you shouldn't do it. We don't have much choice, do we? Go on. Thank you, sir.
Well, having Mr. Nanaki's approval certainly helps my conscience.
Let's see.
He walks up to the computer, and before long, I have no idea what he's doing to it. Wow, I wonder where he learned to do that. I imagine he spends his spare time stealing illegal X-rated videos off the intertubes.
X-rated videos can teach someone how to do this sort of thing?
Maybe I should watch more of them. Oh dear God, that's not... No, Poor innocent little Ryota pats his head. There we go. And now then... There. Well, we're logged in as the administrator now.
Woohoo! And this only has an open and close button.
I guess that's pretty straightforward. Well, I'll leave the rest of this to you two.
If we press this button, either the dome itself or the hatch will probably open. But with the headmaster dead, no way of knowing what's opening outside or happening outside. If there really is some terrible disaster, then opening the dome could put every birdie in danger. I wonder if Mom's at home. I hope she's okay.
I'm saving this shit? Because I don't trust we're going to have a choice, open or close it, and it's going to be... I mean, there is no way... Okay, aside from the bad end. Okay, once we're in this, there's no way to fuck it up. But I just still don't trust it. So.
There's a dangerous individual wandering the premises, and the bird in charge is dead. I think it would be wise to open the dome now.
That's true.
We did get Yuya to help and everything. We should...
Oh, fuck. This is why I saved, bitch! All right, we saved so we can go back and do the opposite. Let's just open it.
Let's open it. We need to get everyone out of here. Agreed. Now we can confirm once and for all that the talk of a disaster was nonsense.
Escape hatch opened.
I guess it's not for the whole dome. No matter. All we need to do is get a look outside.
I want to say something. Hold on. I want to save that there. And I want to go back and I want to see what happens if we say to keep it closed. Okay. I bet you anything it just loops to the same thing. It's just a little, like, slightly different, you know?
It might be more dangerous to open it. But maybe still better than being stuck inside with the scarecrow. And too many butts! Stop waffling, Kawara. Bah! I'll do it myself. Hey, wait!
Okay, so it does the same thing. Either way, it does the same thing. Escape hatch opened.
I guess it's not for the whole dome.
Okay, same difference. It's just a matter of... Okay, so there really is no way you can fuck it up. It's just a different... Okay.
And no matter. All we need to do is get a look outside. Just having the hatch open is better anyway, in case there really is a storm or something out there.
And the escape hatch will close automatically in 15 minutes. To reopen it, please reboot and try again.
It closes on its own? That seems like a risky design.
The 15 minutes isn't enough to get everyone out.
Let's go on and take a look before it closes. We're going outside again, Mr. Nanaki. If it's safe, we'll organize an evacuation at the gym. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll come too. Sakazaki, Doctor, what will you two do?
Well, I don't have any more business here. I shall return to the lab. Leaving Spacey alone with another man would hardly be gentlemanly, so I'll go with the doctor.
Well then, let's go, Kawara, Shirogane.
Very well.
Yep.
I forgot, like, voices for a second. I was like, wait, who's who?
Where was that hatch?
Have you eyes or pickled onions?
It's right there. And the hatch, high above the ground, is open. It looks like the control panel worked. I think every birdie should be able to fly up to that. It's a little narrow, so we'll have to go 2 or 3 at a time.
But outside...
Yeah, it's perfectly clear. We can only see the sky, but there's no storm or gale. And nothing but the same clear autumn sky from this morning.
You don't know that the whole ground is not on fire. I mean, you'd see the smoke rising, but I'm just saying you should actually, like, go up there and be like, poke around, like, fly around, like, it seems okay, and then come back in. No earthquake, no typhoon. And the announcement video was a fake. You don't know that there wasn't, like, a fucking tidal wave. You don't know that it's all just fucking ocean out there now. You see the sky. I'm just saying. Like, fucking... The fuck? Not a tidal... You know, like a tidal wave, but what the fuck? Do you know what I mean, isn't there more... Oh, there's like a more... There's a more, like, devastating name for the, like, to just... Oh, it was a tidal wave. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking... I know, I can't. My brain is not, like... I'll think of it, like, 2 parts from now, and I'll be like, oh, anyway. Oh, I missed that line. Okay, whatever, sorry. You probably read it, hopefully.
I am curious about the state of things out there, but... And the door closes on its own, so we'd best think carefully before going out. We can't see the city at all. We don't really know what's going on out there, if anything. And if there really is no disaster, and this is all some plot surrounding Tosaka's death, and we need more clues. I'll go.
Are you sure?
We have no guarantee that it's safe out there. It isn't safe here either.
Look, the hatch is open! It is! We can go home!
No, you're supposed to be in the gym. You shouldn't go out yet.
Like, heck, we're sticking around with nothing but the bogus explanation from earlier. I can't wait any longer. I'm going out. Oh my god, they're going to explode.
Oh, wait! I come back! I come back at once!
They're definitely going to die. They are so going to fucking die. Because otherwise it would have been one of us, right?
Oh, we don't know if it's safe out there yet.
Ah!
A gunshot. We have to go help him. Calm down, Kohara. You'll only get yourself shot as well. But... As if to laugh at my shock, the hatch gives an unpleasant rumble and swings shut. He was shot as soon as he went out. Someone on the other side shot him. If it's not a natural disaster, if we go out, we get killed. But why?
This is such a trip. How many classes are in a day? Because that's what we're doing. We're working through the class things, so...
Spacey's corpse, delivered without warning throughout the school. And the students gathered without explanation in the gym. And the headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation, and then turning up dead. A great dome enclosing the school. And a scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students shot dead if they try to escape. What's going on outside? How humiliating! It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stopped him. And there was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kohara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, fine. But we have to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain to them after we've figured out what to do. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it.
Okay, there were 2 students? So, like, one went out and got shot. What happened to the other one? Is he just, like, standing in the middle of the field, like, eyes wide open, like, in shock? And they're like, he's fine. He's going to be in shock for a few... And by the time we figure out what to do, he'll be... Yeah. He's going to go running and, oh my god, he got shot! And they'll be like, oh my god, that was, like, 3 days ago. That hurt my throat. My throat hurts so bad. I can't keep doing these voices. I need this to end. Like...
Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. And Mr. One might have that file open. Very well. We return to the maintenance office and explain what outside
to Mr. One? What's outside to Mr. One, I'm assuming?
I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit.
Our worst predictions?
Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one. I've been wondering for a while. Mr. One, are you really just a maintenance worker? An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduced myself properly.
I think it's supposed to be Leon JB. JB Leon. Not Leone, but like...
I am Leon JB. One of the greatest soaring wings of the Dove Party. S-Class Agent. Pleased to meet you.
I feel like he should have a different voice now. He was undercover.
The Dove Party? He looks like a cockatiel to me.
Hey! Doves and hawks. Oh, what? Because nobody else is allowed to be in politics? Just because I'm a different breed? That's birdist.
I've heard of this Dove Party. The secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans, correct?
You are well informed, young one.
It's a noble duty to be well informed.
A noble's duty.
I feel like I must have missed something. And there are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. And the Dove Party, who believes we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believes we should exterminate them.
Exterminate? I thought the wars with humans were over. Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together?
Sadly, it's not how the world works. There's still many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered Hawk's activity at the school, and so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened.
Well, wait a minute. Are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. Pigeonations?
It seems hard to believe. And the school is known for its tolerant policies toward humans. And even welcomed Tosaka as a representative.
I cannot confirm or deny it, but there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions.
Oh, you got it open. Thank you. And that should speed things up a little. Now let's look inside. And the human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand and feather towards a bright and happy future, we've decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187. And they will be the human representative. Now, the pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when making our selection. We'll pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatera influenza. And the human representative, and this is talking about Tosaka, no matter how we look at it.
Oh, that was... And this is talking about Tosaka, no matter how we look at it. Sorry.
In 2187, and that's when we enrolled here. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol...
I'm just going to read this normal because it hurts. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given the humans as prisoners. Given to the humans as prisoners. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protests of any human reprisal will not be tolerated.
If Spacey is to die, so her death was connected to the dome after all.
And that's why they put me in the robot scarecrow. And they're like, she's not dead, she's right here. And I'm like, hey, hi, what's up? And that's why Angel is like, you don't remember me. And I'm like, I do remember you. You tried to murder me and I killed you and then you deal me. I'm like, I don't know.
And the important part is this final gruesome exchange. And basically, if anything happens to Spacey, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame.
And so it would seem. And they trap us in here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous.
It's not humorous at all!
And so if this is the true face of her enrollment here, I'd rather not think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start.
Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financier, the Ichijo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I've investigated the history of St. Pigeonations extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded with the ideal of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system. Like a dreadful virus. We've had information about this document for some time. It is real.
And it's kind of hard to take all this in at once. And just to make sure, for 12 hours the dome will remain closed. And during that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And then,
when the dome opens, and they'll kill every bird in sight. That's mean.
And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin.
the student who got shot when he flew out the hatch. There are already humans waiting out there with guns. She was discovered this morning, and the dome was raised soon after. And the time is not for when she died, but for when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago. Yeah, it was right at the start of second period, around 10 o'clock. And so we have until 10 p.m. before we're all killed. You seem awfully calm, Sakuya, even after watching somebody get shot. Remain calm, Kohara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong, and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they'll rue the day they decided to tangle with a labelle. What time is it, Mr. Leone? Or Leone?
Just past 2.
We have only 8 hours, then. 8 hours? We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kohara. I'm not. I mean it. We found the connection between Spacey's death and the dome. And there's clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth.
You'd better go.
Oh, we better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time.
You're a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees.
I don't miss the forest for the trees. Sakuya, and there's one more file. Operation Hatoful. What is that? I don't know, but that's what it says on here. And the bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document, though. Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled hurtful. Whoa, it is. I thought Hatoful just meant heartful.
Hatoful, heartful, and hurtful and heartful. My words. Everybody knew that before. Like, that's anyway.
I suspect that we'll find many of the things to come quite hurtful. Right. It was probably something important, given that it was in the locked file.
Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history.
The school's history. At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Tosaka died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape. Which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself. I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Alright, let's go look at the school documents then.
I'm not the only Dove agent in this school. I'm sure the other will help you as well. Good luck, gentlemen.
We know it's Yuya. Time to go look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. Mr. Leone said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look? In the headmaster's office, or the library, perhaps. We already looked through the headmaster's office. And did you see anything like school records or anything? I would have thought they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any. The library it is then. And the mystery we have left to solve is the bloodstained stranger Oko saw going to the infirmary yesterday. Exactly. What with the headmaster dying and an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us all into jerk chicken, and it all, I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow. We still don't know where he came from. He appeared along with the dome and no doubt is connected to it. If we continue to investigate it, I'm sure his origins will become clear. And Tosaka's gruesome end is the best clue we have. But for now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the bloodstained bird. Right. That's that decided then. We'll go to the library to read up on the school's history and we'll look for that bird. Probably doesn't matter. What should we do first?
Go to the library. So I'm going to wrap this part up here and we'll continue with the library in the next part. So
Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.